Here, there is a boy who begins to undress. What is she looking at?
Back in your trousers? It's all right. I won't look.
Oh my God. The movie begins. A boy inside the school. He looks like he's about to collapse any moment. It looks precarious. Then, a woman finds him and the woman helps him very warmly.
It's all right.
The boy feels comfortable with her.
I'll be fine now. Thank you.
Goodbye. Look after yourself.
The boy looks back at the girl who helped him. It seems like the boy starts to like that kind woman. Sometime later, Michael has recovered his health. He goes to the woman's house.
Hello?
Yes?
I brought you these flowers to say thank you.
He goes to her house to thank her for the help she gave earlier.
Put them over there in the sink. You are better now.
Thank you again.
Hanna treats the young man comfortably, without any affection. But
Wait in the hall while I change.
curiosity keeps urging, and then that sneaky glance eventually gives her away. Finally, it was exposed. Michael rushes away from there. A few days later, he goes to find Hanna again. Instead of getting angry, she asks him to do chores.
You can fill them and bring them up.
He does his best. Oh my God.
You can't go home like that.
Hanna begins to take water from the bathtub.
Do you always take a bath in your trousers? It's all right.
It seems she doesn't see him as a man at all.
Won't look.
However, this time, she peeks at Michael.
I'll get you a towel.
A little while later, she reappears. Oh my God. She knows exactly what a teenage boy wants.
That's why you came back.
The boy has his first experience. Michael, who is still in school, goes through busy days. To make the most of their short time, both rush.
That's right.
They also get a real sex education.
What's your name?
What are you studying in German?
I'm studying in play. You can read
He
it.
gives a book to Hanna, who seems
I'd
pleased.
rather listen to you.
She wants to hear it in his voice.
Once he had plundered the hallowed heights of Troy. She was dead.
So, they both read the book while sharing
Never
love.
sleep.
It seems like they're becoming closer.
Still inside her.
This is disgusting.
I was wondering, maybe we could go on a trip. What do you think?
Like other lovers, they decide to go out together. Michael learns about love through Hanna while they cycle and enjoy their time together. However,
Do you know what
she starts to feel anxious when they go to a
What are you
restaurant.
having?
I'll have what you have.
Okay.
It seems like there's a story behind it. One day, she, who works as a ticket collector,
You'll be working in the office.
in fact, she cannot read or write. The promotion to an office job was bad news. Eventually, Hanna packed her things and left somewhere. Meanwhile, Michael, who was enjoying time with his friends, was invited to his own birthday party.
I promised someone. Sorry, really.
But Michael disappointed his friends to meet Hanna. And from the boarding house where she disappeared, he didn't even know the reason to say goodbye. He starts to miss the old memories. A long time
This is
passes.
going to be a unique seminar.
Michael becomes a law student. Today, he's scheduled to attend a trial.
My name is Hanna Schmitz.
Oh my God.
You joined the
One day, they discover Hanna is the defendant in a war crime trial.
I heard there were jobs. I heard the SS was recruiting. I applied for a job. They were looking for guards.
Coincidentally, she had worked as a guard in a Nazi concentration camp.
The other defendants have made an allegation against you. Have you heard this allegation?
She was in charge.
It isn't true. I was.
Other defendants begin to blame Hanna.
Did you write the report?
Wrote it. She wrote the report.
No, no. We all discussed what to say.
She wrote it. Yes, you did.
She pleads innocent.
We all wrote it together.
I need to establish who wrote the report.
I'm sorry, but I really don't...
I need to see a sample of your handwriting. Take a piece of paper.
My handwriting?
Yes.
And fortunately, it seems like there's a chance to prove her innocence. But in his memory,
I'd rather listen to you.
he realizes that Hanna never read to him. Michael and I start to feel anxious.
I wrote the report.
It's hard to believe she takes all the blame. For her, illiteracy is something shameful. She never wanted to reveal it. It's a secret.
Court sentences the accused as follows. Hanna Schmitz to imprisonment for life.
Michael seems to understand how she feels and can't move forward. Time passes, and Michael becomes middle-aged. Hanna, who served a serious sentence for many years. One day, she received a package.
Open it.
It contains tapes and a recorder.
Shades of famous heroes. Men
For his
who
first
died in
love,
the old
Hanna,
days,
Michael read
ghosts
books and
of
sent
an
tapes to
even
her.
older age I long to see.
The lady with
Though
the
time has
little dog.
passed, Hanna still feels moved by his voice.
Sing to me of the man.
One day,
I want to take out a book. Do you have The Lady with the Little Dog?
The lady with the little dog.
she begins to learn how to read from him. The reason is to send letters to Michael. Then, she continues to try to contact Michael. But for some reason, Michael never replies. One day, he receives a communication from prison.
Hanna has been in prison for over 20 years. Hanna Schmitz is coming up for release very soon. You're her only contact. She has no family. She has no friends. If you don't take responsibility for her, then Hanna has no future at all.
Michael is the only one who takes care of her, as she has no family. It seems like he couldn't sleep because of worrying about her.
Louisa Brenner, good morning.
In the end, they, a teenage boy and a woman in her 30s, reunited after a long march.
You've grown up, kid.
However, unlike her, who is happy to meet again,
I've got a friend who's a tailor. He'll give you a job, and I found you somewhere to live.
Thank you.
Have you spent a lot of time thinking about the past?
You mean with you?
No.
the boy has turned into a dry middle-aged man.
Before the trial, I never thought about the past. The dead are still dead.
I wasn't sure what you had learned.
I've learned to read.
Michael, who had missed her for so long, but at this important moment, he shows a cold appearance.
I'll pick you up next week.
Despite having spent many years in prison, she still shows no remorse for her crime. He seems disappointed in her attitude.
Take care, kid.
You too. We'll see you next week.
Thinking about the happy past, she had been eagerly awaiting the reunion with Michael, but she returns to her room alone. She had made a decision and begins to take action. With the books that the boy she loved had read to her. A week later, Michael comes to pick her up.
She left me a message. I read the bit that concerns you. There is money in the old tea tin. Give it to Michael Berg.
He hears the news of her suicide and the suicide note. With a lump in his throat, he finally cries. He takes Hanna's belongings and goes to find the victim.
Yes.
Perhaps you heard. Hanna Schmitz recently died. Hanna was illiterate for the greater part of her life.
About the truth revealed by Michael,
What are you asking for? Forgiveness for her? Or do you just want to feel better yourself?
although illiterate and uneducated, the victim still says that actions that destroy others cannot be forgiven. Hanna regretted her mistakes and asked Michael to transfer all her assets to the victim. However, she only takes Hanna's precious box.
Piece of hair from our dogs, and there's nothing I can do with this money.
I was thinking maybe an organization to encourage literacy. Shall I do it in Hannah's name?
as you think fit.
So, Hannah's money will be brought by Michael to a literacy organization in Hannah's name. And she is also forgiven for her own mistake. The movie ends. This movie, released in 2008, tells the story of a 16-year-old boy who accidentally meets a 30-year-old woman and they fall in love, leading to dramatic events. She helped Michael when he had a fever, and the two gradually developed their relationship through reading books to each other. However, due to the complex of not being able to read, she suddenly disappeared. Working in a Nazi concentration camp, she was sentenced to life imprisonment for taking the blame for others, even though she could prove her innocence. However, she remained silent to keep the secret. The movie begins with a romantic love story, but ends by pointing out the mistakes of the Nazis during World War II. The film stars Kate Winslet, who has a cold but beautiful charm, and Ralph Fiennes, famous for his role as Voldemort in the Harry Potter series. Did you like this movie? If so, give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye and see you again.